Good evening, everybody, and welcome to yet another edition of the Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer. Tonight we have, I think, 7 runners putting their skills to the test, and we have 4 of our 4 veterans on screen tonight. We'll get to our runners in a second. I'm Pro8007, and joining me is the lovely Amorietta.
Good evening, everybody. Hope we're all ready for a good race tonight.
Oh, yeah. Never have enough Mario Rando. That's my mantra.
Never enough boss bass, too, for these guys.
Well,
but
we'll
I didn't
see.
roll this seed tonight, so if anything happens, not my fault this time.
So, with that in mind, we have from left to right, Claris.com, Leslie Pro 04, Dark Shadows 59, and Tapatio J. So, all have been featured before. All of them relative veterans, except for Dark Shadows, who is a newcomer to our happy little family. So, but he's acquitted himself nicely so far in the races. So, so what's your prediction, Amor? What do you think we're going to start off with?
I'm going to say World 6, because I feel like we've been seeing a lot of World 6 starts for some reason. What about you? What do you think?
Glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. It's been happening a lot lately.
Yeah.
I'll say World 4.
All right.
Now, for those of you not quite familiar with this, we're playing under beta flags. There are some differences if you'd seen the tournament a few months ago. Levels, pipes, locks, forts have all been shuffled around. So whatever position they're in, normally in the vanilla game, is no longer the case. So this adds a different level of strategy and variety, and will force our runners to make some interesting choices and calculations throughout. So Raul's given the go-ahead, and we are off.
Guess we were both wrong. World 2 start.
Okay, so see I think that was the
pyramid level.
The pyramid right off the bat, and it's 3-3. So you're seeing already. Ooh, Leslie taking a death there to Red Paragoomba. Dark Shadows setting up for some P-speed strats.
Often if a pipe is on the left side, it could get lucky and it could take you all the way to the right side to allow you to skip a lot of this, but that's not so much the case this time.
Right, and even if it did, wherever the lock is, could have an impact. And
right.
So you see the fort's right next to the pipe, so there's a good chance that lock is protecting the castle. Game Boy F9 says off by 1. Well, you were closer than us, so you know.
That's true.
Or anyone in chat for that matter. So small victories. So we've had 3-3 and 1-5 right off the bat. 2 fairly sedentary levels, especially 3-3 not having boss bass. Tapatio holding an early lead among our featured runners. As I said, we have 7 runners in all tonight. Also racing are S Diesel, Macobra 52, and Paradox 64.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 610 with a little fish. So
baby boss bass, I think.
Yeah. So those guys can be just as irritating, if not more so, than boss bass, because they tend to do damage to you at the worst possible moment.
Oh yeah, they can pop up when you least expect it and just completely ruin your day.
Ooh,
right at the end.
Dark Shadows mistimed his jump and goes into the pit of despair, so we'll have to do it again. The pipe only allows them to circumvent 1 level. I didn't get a good look at the map, so
well, The lock is in a place where if they go south, they can avoid it.
Yeah.
But then the pipe doesn't quite...
Right.
help.
In terms of levels, they're basically breaking even either way. So they're better off just playing this and it's one world 1/4. So no item this time, so they'll have to kill Boom Boom. That's something we're seeing more of with beta is World 1 pipe is showing up and it's in a position where you're better off playing the level normally instead of going for the item. You've seen that's happened to you, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, it has.
So, and the logic is such where it will not box you in or anything. Dark Shadows might actually go. No, he's not. So, Claris is opting to go, and so is Leslie. They're opting to play this through. Strategy. They get 6-9 for their troubles. We got our first coin ship. I didn't see what it generated, but 3-2 is giving out stars like candy, which is nice. If you can't do your P-speed strats, this is a good alternative.
Yeah.
Claris gotta wait. Can't jump through a pipe as Big Mario unless you're at P-speed. So Tapatio is the first to the airship, and it's the World 3 airship. Decent chance for a fire kill here.
I'm still gonna guess World 6 next.
Keep playing that playing that song until you get it, huh?
I'm gonna be right sometime, right?
That is true. So nothing special about Morton. I think it was a 3.
Oh, it was a 3? Okay.
I think it was a 3-hitter. Tapatio grabs the wand at 456.
Not too bad for a World 1. We've had some really long World 1s. I know you have recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So not too bad overall. And the coin ship was holding a cloud, so that could be handy later.
Definitely. You mentioned the end card game has been turned off.
Right. That's one of the settings we've decided to try out, just because the under these settings, it's actually on average about 10 minutes shorter than the old settings. So to add a little bit of challenge to it, we've turned off the end cards in this case. So 4-6 leading off for Tapatio. Claris is going to be second one out, it looks like. And you were right, it is World 6. Quicksand for Tapatio. Ooh, he gets caught in the vortex. Ouch.
Baby Boss Bass again. Gotta watch out for that. Because he'll just reappear at the worst time.
Yeah, so...
Especially in a pretty flat level like this one.
Mm-hmm. So
cause a lot of trouble.
Shadows grabbed the wand at about 6:30, and Leslie about 6:34. I'd say Claris is about 15 seconds ahead of them. So
the pipes in World 6 can be a little bit confusing and interesting the way that there's one of them creates a bridge, right?
Generally, yes. Although you saw it in the seat I was running earlier. Two of the locks were actually bridges. So. So okay, so there's a bridge. In the vanilla location, that's fine. thought there's no lock up front, so there's gonna be 2 forts he's gonna have to clear. It looks like he's also gonna clear out the coin ship as well. So 5 players found 5-3. Not a particular favorite of Randomizer, just because it's really long and the enemy set can really screw things up. Star from the coin ship for Tapatio. So Tapatio's going to go for it. He's going to power ahead and hope that he gets lucky here.
Oh.
Leslie taking an unfortunate death early on in 5-3. He's going to try his luck with the other level. Going to look fabulous in that Tanuki suit.
A little too hot for a desert level, though, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone now, isn't it?
Yeah. He's having a hard time. Forget looking fabulous. Just wants to survive. And there's a boss bass, everybody.
Oh.
7-9. Ooh, Tapatio's got to clear out some of these enemy sprites, otherwise the game will
You can't grab those blocks if there's too many enemies. I'm not sure why that's a thing. But...
I think it's a memory thing, more than anything, but it's not ideal. So 7-9 for Tapatio, and wow, Leslie flew across, keeping the little fish in sight, and gonna go for it. And nice bounce.
Yeah.
So the 4th pipe is somewhere on the third section of the map, but they can't get to it without a hammer. We have Air Force.
And P-Wing for Claris, who come in handy.
And our resident quad fan right on cue. Nicely done.
Mm-hmm. Dark Shadows might have been looking for a hammer suit.
Okay, so there's the pipe, and okay.
We need a bridge.
Tapatio's gonna have to go back and play the fort. And it's a 50-50 shot on this one. 5F2. So he's got a 50-50 chance on this being the correct fort.
Otherwise he'll have to go back to the other one.
Right.
Do that too.
So no guarantees here, but because the locks and the forts are not predicated based on their positions, so it's a total gamble on some of this. Ooh, Claris getting nice kill on Boss Bass there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so is this the one?
Yes, it is. So Tapatio makes the correct guess, and ooh, Leslie taking a death there. Did he get eaten? He got eaten. So Leslie's not taking any chances, like P-Wing this sucker.
Yeah.
Which is a perfectly reasonable position to take. World 4 airship for Tapatio, who's holding about a half a world lead on the others at this stage. And we did have that was a Boss Bass meal for on Leslie. Ooh. 2-hitter for Lemmy. 1207 wand grab for Tapatio. So a long world 6, but that's not unusual. Shadow's trying to get rid of the micro Goomba, finally does. A little trouble there. Luckily he's on to the finish. Oh!
Oh no.
Oh boy.
You know, I had like a slight suspicion that that was going to happen, but didn't want to say anything. Oh, right at the end.
Oh boy. Oh. World 5 leads off, and we get 4F2 to lead off. Ugh. There's gonna be some sick feelings after that one.
So Claire's about to create his bridge
Yep.
to finish up World 2.
Mm-hmm. So, ooh, Taptio finds our first lost level, and it's the one you do not want to see. And
one of the only 2 remaining auto-scrollers.
So he's like, I am not doing this. You can't make me do this. I have 2 clouds.
P-Wing to make sure that nothing happens here, because if he dies, he's going back, and he'll have to... Well, he's got another cloud, but don't know if you'd want to waste it on the same level again.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't just go for just use 2 clouds at once and just go for it. I mean, they're there, and you know you're gonna skip those levels anyways. But about a 1355 wand grab for Claris. Leslie found the correct pipe. Found the correct fort. He's on his way. Dark Shadows, not quite there yet. Taptio getting another cloud for his trouble, so Seed has been rather generous with the clouds and the hammers so far, it looks like.
Did he try that pipe?
No, he didn't. I think he's just clearing the area first, and then he's going to do it. Which is a good idea.
Yeah. You got another P-Wing out of it.
Yeah. Dark Shadows. About to learn the harsh truth, and still, to spite of requests, hammers do not create bridges, and Tapatio's got a free pass right to the finish.
You know, I've seen that happen quite a bit with World 5. More times than not, I feel like we've seen a pipe that brings you right there.
It can happen. I mean, there's certainly no guarantee. Dark Shadows taking no chances with Boss Bass, just fly straight up to the top.
Claris agrees. Claris agrees to nope on that level.
He also is going to play through 4-5. Taptio grabbing the wand at 1535. So he is well in control here. Again, we don't know how well he's doing compared to the 3 who are not being restreamed right now.
Did Dark Shadows die again in 5-9? Did we miss that?
No, I think he clouded, but he has to come back.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So, Taptio finding 1-3. No chances. So
Taptio's for the item here.
Taptio's got a chance here to grab Leslie. Take correct decision. And yes, Mew, she meant 7-9, but that's okay. Alright, so not a big thing. Alright, so Taptio gonna take the item. See what he gets out of this. Another cloud. Oh.
Wow.
I think we're seeing a trend here.
So even without the end card games, which can have, in Randomizer, can have hammers and clouds, they're still getting quite a bit. And,
you know, even with the way the map has been kind of shuffled around, it's still best practice to burn all your clouds by the start of World 8, because there's only 3 levels where you can really use the cloud in World 8. One of them is now effectively impractical.
It's never a good feeling for me to end up at Bowser and still have 1, 2, or more clouds in my inventory.
So here comes the great pipe hunt in World 3. What's it gonna be? Okay. Well, a pipe to a pipe. That's interesting. Okay, so he knows what pipe is the correct one because the other 4 have already been used, so where 3-3 is, normally that's the correct pipe, but what's going to be blocking his way? A lock. And
he's got no hammer.
Got no hammer, so...
Oh, that would have been a short world, otherwise.
Yeah, so now he's got to guess. Which fort is it? He's probably just going to go with the one right in front of him. So, Claris is at 1-3. Dark Shadows just finished off Lemmy. So he's on his way to a very quick World 3. Claris about to grab his Cloud. Captillo burning through the second loss level we've seen today. He's sort of a 6-4-ish beta with a dash of 4-2 in it. 3-2 as well. So there's his hammer. He's got a choice. He can gamble on the lock, and okay, he's gonna go for it.
No, because if it's this one, it's just one level.
Right. If it isn't, then I think he is gonna opt to use the hammer. Just because it's just, I guess mentally, it's like, just do it. Dark Shadows, I think he's gonna go for this. Bully for him, but that's like 60 seconds.
No, he has clouds, right? He should have some clouds.
He has clouds, but maybe he's not as familiar with the concept of sacrificing oneself to make this go faster. Claris found 7F1. We're gonna know in a minute which fort it is. Can't tell from here because the other lock is actually way over. I'm not sure. I think he got himself twisted around there. Like, didn't quite realize what he's doing. Okay, now we're gonna know. So Claire's got a chance here to take the lead if he guessed correctly. And Captillo got it. So World 5 airship.
See what kind of fight Wendy's gonna give us.
We haven't seen any thick Koopas yet, so.
Oh, all right.
Still a 2-hitter.
Pretty weak, which is great for Wendy.
2046 wand grab. So. And yeah, give our runners a follow tonight. They're doing really well tonight. So 2046, the halfway point. We still have to see worlds 1, 4, and 7. And there's world 7.
So Claris used his hammer. So he's finishing up his world 3. Or world 4, I should say.
Yeah. So now the great, as it was, what's it gonna be? What pipe is gonna take you to? Okay, there's a bridge, so
didn't quite catch where the forts were yet.
One's up to the north, so that's gonna be the immediate target for him. Fire kill by Leslie. Claris knocked off Wendy and about 2041. So
Leslie's going for hammer. He's got 3 clouds still.
Yeah. Dark Shadows found 7-1. You got a music box. Dark Shadows trying to do the clip. It's a little harder though with a tail. But
there he goes. Didn't take too long.
Claris is really close behind, but Taptio's got an extra hammer in stock, and
yeah, that's true.
We haven't really determined this officially, but it's a good idea to have at least one hammer in stock for World 8, because if you get to Bowser, the final road to Bowser, there's a decent chance there's going to be a lock protecting the castle. Claris, very close behind. Claris having a little trouble with Boom Boom. Getting hit twice before he's able to put him down. Dark Shadows guns through Roy and finishes him off at about 23:45. So that 4 didn't do it, so it'll be the other one, and it's 3F1. So this is going to be a pretty short World 7. There's also following suit. About half a stage behind, if that.
A lot kinder than some other World 7s that we've seen.
Yeah.
Even just getting to that final island can be quite a maze.
Star kill for Claris. We don't usually see that in 3F1, but effective. Shadows, Raccoon Tail. Taptio, interestingly going for, the other Piranha. Alright, so Taptio working his way around.
Alright.
So we got two. Yeah, both of them almost in. Okay, I didn't realize Claris hadn't played these levels. So, but he's using his cloud to skip. I believe that was 1-4. So he's going straight on in. Ludwig, out. 25-39. Taptio. Claris is going to be about 30-35 seconds behind World 1 airship, so
we got Worlds 1 and 4 left, I believe, right?
Correct. So 26:08 for Claris, who's holding pace. He's doing a good job. Okay, well, this is going to be interesting. This could be really quick if two pipes are the pipe on the left side is connected to the one that's also visible on the screen. This could be a very, very fast World 4.
Or could be a very longer one as well, which we've also seen.
Well, actually, it can't because the pipes, there are only two pipes in this world. I just remembered. So,
I didn't quite see where they led.
It's the other pipes in 4-5. Or
okay.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind. There are 4 pipes in the world. I'm completely nuts. Oh, it's been a day. So point still stands, and it is right there. So Taptio's got basically a free pass all the way to Iggy once he takes care of business here. He's got a hammer suit now. Yeah, the other two pipes are next to each other in 4F1 and 4-4. Taptio going, clearing the area. Yeah, Claris is holding a slight lead, but again, I don't think his hammer situation is as strong as Taptio could use a hammer in World 1 if he so chose.
If he needs to. Sometimes that lock is kind of just out of the way.
Could be. Or it could be if it's a bridge, which has happened.
Yeah.
Claris getting Fire Mario. He's going to make quick work of Boom Boom. Taptio's not so much, but... Leslie at the World 1 airship. Dark Shadows at 3F2.
Alright, Claris is good to go.
Yep. The World 7 airship.
Tapatio not far behind.
Less than a half stage, and we're at the 29-minute mark, so not quite as fast as some of the seeds we've seen.
But not bad.
No, not at all. One hitter for Iggy. Man, the Koopas are weak tonight.
Yeah, they sure are.
Claris is in the lead as far as our featured runners are concerned. Leslie almost went overboard, but 29-20 for Tapatio, so we got a 14-second difference going into World 7. Dark Shadows just finished up World 4.
Frog suit. And the lock is...
Oh, never mind. Moot point.
Okay. Yep.
So... It's nice when it's that convenient for you. You're better off just playing the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Claire's taking his time with this. Taking some damage. He's gonna have to abort his P-speed strats he was probably planning to do.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Claire's found another beta level.
Yeah.
Now, which one is that from?
It's essentially 5-3, I think.
Oh yeah, because this one kind of goes backwards.
Right, yeah.
As well, just with water, unfortunately.
Yeah. So,
Tapatio used a cloud. So now he's ahead.
Yeah. Again, I'm a little surprised. They haven't done more of that, but
no, World 8 can be pretty confusing, and we'll see. Could have one lock on Bowser's screen or two. I've seen 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it does depend. 35-17 for Claris. 31-57, excuse me. Oof. Going all scrambled here.
Just like the randomizer, right?
Kinda, yeah. Leslie finishing off Iggy at 32-14.
We start with 8 Fort.
So, longest level, one of the longest levels, if not the longest. It's also kind of hard to get your P-speed strats going because of the enemy randomizers. So I don't think Tapteo's going to be able to get it in time. He's already stopped. He knows he can't. So
yeah, it's usually what I do, is just in case I most likely miss it.
Yeah, if I'm at Fire Mario, I usually tend to... Ooh, Clara's taking a death there. That's unfortunate. Boss Bass spawning in midair. Madness, madness, I tells you. Madness. Leslie putting some good use to statue swag. Leslie also having to be a little careful there, but pulls through. So, got tanks and super tanks for sure on the map. So now it's... Ooh. You're getting grabbed by a hand, and it's 2-3. Theo taking the high road to close out 2-3. Nicely done. Claris about a full stage behind at this point. Ooh, okay. Well, good thing for Taptio. Good thing he had a
leaf there.
Yeah, it's like that could have been really painful. That's happened to me a couple of times. Okay, there's a lock. There's a pipe. So, where's this going to take him?
Okay.
Yeah,
another fort.
Get 6F1 this time. Ooh! Oh. I don't think he intended that to happen. Or maybe he did. It's got 2 clouds.
Oh, okay.
This is an interesting gamble, and, well, it's paying off so far. If he's got an extra hammer in stock, this could play. Okay.
He does.
He does have an extra hammer, but...
He's not going to go for it?
We've seen 3 locks for sure. So... kind of a gamble here. He's going back. I think he's actually going to play 6F1 this time. So, Claris
is yeah, he's already almost finished.
Yeah, so this could actually end up backfiring on Tapatio because you know, the way everything's kind of circumventing. The only thing that might play into his favor is if that one pipe that ended up taking him to the back of the dark area, if that lock is still there, then it might end up breaking even for Tapatio because that means something else broke. And it did, so Tapatio is basically back in the lead again, but only by about seconds. Maybe not even that much. Tapatio is already jumping back, so what's he got? There's the other.
Now he's on the other side of that lock.
Right, this should be it, actually. If it isn't, nope.
Claris went down to check a different pipe.
And he found it!
There he is!
Free pass! Free pass! Tapatio takes the intentional death at 6-8. I think he's got it. And we have had no .duns yet from any of our runners.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yes.
Paradox 64.
Claris, I'm sorry I jinxed you there, buddy.
Paradox has finished with a time of 36:44. Claris not far behind.
That's an impressive time.
Yeah.
I mean, considering this seed wasn't exactly giving stuff away, hammers were in short supply, clouds were plentiful, but GG to Paradox 64. I believe that's his 4th win of the weeklies. And Claris has dropped Bowser and is going to finish second. Get your GGs out to Claris.com, who finishes second with an official SRL time of 37:25.
Tapatio right behind. See if he'll snag third.
Looking good.
Mhm.
Leslie just started World 8. Geo drops Bowser and has done it. Very nicely done by Tapatio J, who finishes third with an official SRL time of 38 flat. So,
well done.
Yes, indeedy. Just updating my spreadsheet here. Pay no attention to me. That Claris, correct me if I'm wrong, Amor. Didn't Claris finish second on Wednesday?
I don't know if it was Wednesday, but I do remember pretty recently he finished second.
Yeah.
But I don't remember exactly which race it was, but I know he had another second behind somebody. Not sure.
Right. So yes, the Paradox has scored his fourth win of the weekly. This is Claris's second place finish, and this is Tapatio's third place finish. S Diesel has finished fourth with an official SRL time of 39:11. That's his third top 5 finish.
GG to him.
Yeah, we got Macobra still in play. Macobra is usually good for big time finish, but tonight. So
it's Macobra left and Leslie in Dark Shadows. Is there anybody else?
That's it. And Leslie is pretty close finishing.
Oh, Macobra's done in 5th. There he goes with an official time of 39:48.
So GG to him. Cobra. So we have Leslie and Dark Shadows still to go, and we've got visitors. We welcome Claris.com and Tapatio J to the chat. GG's, guys.
GG's, guys.
Yeah, definitely GG.
So you two were going back and forth, starting around like Pipeland. Things got a lot tighter.
Nice. Yeah.
Each one of you had the lead back and forth, just within seconds of each other sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was. So, thoughts on the seed, guys?
Claire, do you want to field that first?
Oh, yeah, sure. I thought it went pretty well. It didn't feel that bad. The start wasn't like optimal stage-wise, but I didn't cough it up like I normally do with early deaths. Heck, I thought I really lost it when I died in 8 fort. That stupid little overjump there, but
I think you were in the lead at that point, like a little bit, and then you lost it, and then again that you guys were going back and forth quite a bit. So,
I mean, there was a lock at Bowser's Castle, right? Because I had to have popped it.
We assume so, but we really don't know for sure.
It was already taken care of. Because when I did the actual Fortress stage, crap, I can't even remember that one now, but I didn't know if that was going to be needed.
So Leslie is finished. He finishes 6th with an official SRL time of 41:46. GG.
Right. GG.
Jeez.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, like, the last 2 nights I've been doing seeds, and I have just had, like, just these awful starts. And, like, not being able to navigate World 5 very well. So I'm having to go, like, back up and down, like, Twisty Castle and that sort of thing. So, like, all sorts of bad mistakes. So I'm at least glad I did for the most part, except World 8 was, I know I stumbled a little bit. I ran into, like, maybe 1 or 2 hands that I maybe didn't need to do.
Yeah.
And then I had another cloud, and I didn't use it on the fort to go the way back, and I had extra cloud, so I feel silly for playing that, but maybe it was a lock that was going to be in the way. I have no idea.
Yeah, we weren't sure. It's probable that the lock was detecting something, because near as we could tell, none of the locks in the dark area had been broken.
Mm-hmm.
So
that 5 could have served to be really, really bad if you didn't take the correct pipe on bottom.
Yeah. It's like boy, it was a good thing it was the first one, because you're right, that could have really thrown everything for a loop. Like Dark Shadows has found the correct location, I think. No, he hasn't.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with World 8 now, with its beta and everything on the in the levels being mixed up as far as pipes and all that sort, and levels and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through my memory. It's like I've seen all the screens. I should know what I haven't seen in the dark room, because I knew it was there. And I accidentally went back to the first screen and then realized, oh wait, that bottom right, and it was unlocked. I for some reason thought I had gone into that pipe before, so tricky.
Right. So, and we welcome Leslie Pro 04 to the chat. GG.
GG.
Thanks for the GG, guys. I gotta say, that's the first time I've had a Boom Boom get away from me in the World 8 fort like that, and yeah, that was disastrous. Easily lost a minute there.
Boom Boom is scary when he gets out of control like that. When he starts flying around, and it's not a good time.
It's like you think you got a handle on the guy, and then you don't, and then it's like, ugh. Dark Shadows.
He's still looking for.
Got 2 hammers, so he'll figure it out eventually. But so he's not in any real danger. He's our last one up, actually. So.
Yeah, amongst the things I didn't run into, Piranha Fort, thankfully.
Yeah.
It's always a treat not to see that one.
We saw a ton of forts. That was one we did. That was I think one of the few we didn't see. We didn't see Navy or super tanks.
Yeah, and when I saw that it was the tank level in the first screen of World 8, I'm like, nope, death. Did that a few times.
So Dark Shadows has burned up 2 of his hammers, found the correct pipe, and free pass. He's going home.
And he's got his hammer suit.
Yep, got that one early out of the first Toad House. I'm like, ooh, what do we have here?
Yeah.
Now, if there's one thing I gotta get better at with this flag set, is trying to remember where the pipes go in World 7. That tripped me up 2 races in a row.
Yeah.
Am I the only one running into that?
No, I get lost and confused pretty easily with that as well. So
It also doesn't help that you're essentially gambling on the forts, and today it actually paid off for both of you. But there are those times, and World 6 was kind of the same way. There's a lot of backtracking, trying to figure out what's the correct one, and etc. And it's on the surface it seems easy, but boy, things start happening. It can really turn on you, especially if the forts are in awkward locations.
Yeah,
Dark Shadows finishes off Bowser. That will be our 7th and final competitor tonight. So everybody under 50 minutes. Very nice. Get your GGs out to Dark Shadows 59. Finishes with an official SRL time of 46:48. So that is it for the racers. So we'll get our friend Dark Shadows in here, and we'll call it a night.
In the time between 1st and 7th, the difference was 10 minutes, 4 seconds. Nicely done, everyone.
Yeah. That's another thing with the current version of the Rando is the gap between the racers has diminished quite a bit because you're playing fewer levels. So I think the first one we did under these settings, I think first place was 33 and 45 maybe. Last place was 45 minutes.
I think the first one I did, Paradox won with a time of 33:33. Literally the Smash Brothers jackpot.
All right, so, and we welcome our final featured runner, Dark Shadows 59, to the chat. GG.
GG.
Hey, thanks. Oh,
let's
get newfound hatred for Boss Bass.
Yeah,
let's huh?
Let's get the elephant out of the room. That is probably the cruelest Boss Bass eating I have ever seen in 7-9, getting gulped as you were about to enter the pipe that would have saved you.
Oh.
And that wasn't the only one.
No, I know, but that is probably without question the most painful I've ever seen.
Yeah, because 7-9's one of the longer levels if you don't know how to clip through the bottom of it, which I think Boss Bass kind of makes sure you can't really do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
You basically have to play Fish Matador if you're gonna do that, and that can get pretty hairy.
Yeah, that's not ideal, but
And then in one of the World 7 Piranha Pipe Maze levels, we get right to the end and gulp again.
yeah.
I think I died to every Boss Bass.
I only died once to Boss Bass, but that was intentional because I wanted to P-Wing 7-9 so bad. I did not want any part of that.
No, yeah.
I ended up using the leaf to just fly over it.
Yeah, that worked out for you, for sure. But apart from that, I mean, it was close, and then those Boss Bass deaths kind of hurt you a bit, and there were a couple other little things, but overall, very, very good job, I'd say.
Thanks. Yeah, I think 7-9 was in Ice World, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then I clouded it to think, oh, I can get past it, and then no.
No. There is no escaping 7-9.
Game news. But I did cloud lost auto scroller because I wanted no part of that.
Yeah.
It wasn't a terrible seed though, because we didn't see 7-4-2. We didn't see 7-5.
Or 6-6.
Yes, that's also awful.
8-1 was off.
Yep.
I ran enough Piranha Fort in practice.
No.
Yeah, no more suffering for you guys, at least for tonight. So,
bye, Boss Bass.
Am I
Hopefully
crazy?
Never.
Am I crazy? I actually don't mind Piranha Fort that much.
You just might be tempted to you. You just might be.
I wish we started with that. Oh, I would get a lead for once.
Oh gosh, that would be like my first tournament match all over again.
Oh, yeah. So, any final thoughts before we wrap this up, guys?
Also, don't ask me how I managed to thread the needle between those two boomerangs, because I thought for sure I was going to get hit there, but I just somehow managed to thread the needle.
Mario 3 physics, everybody. What can we say?
Yeah.
It only makes sense when it doesn't.
Sounds about right.
All right. Well, thanks all for participating.
GG to everybody.
Yes, absolutely. Wednesday
GG, everyone.
Wednesday we'll be back at on Speed Gaming at 9 p.m. Eastern. I think we're going to try something a little different with the flag setting, so stay tuned about that. I need to do a test or two to make sure it works, but I think we're going to turn off hammers breaking lock.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. I'm going to try that out and see what the time ends up being. We'll go from there. But yeah, so 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, and then, of course, a week from today, We'll be back at it again at the usual time on Randomania at 9 p.m. Eastern. So get your love for Boss Pass out. After this, we're going. After this race, we are going to the Dragon Warrior Rando tournament match, according to Wolfman 2000. So there will be more rando and more commands for all of you who enjoy those kinds of things. So have a good night, everybody, and thanks again to my lovely co-commentator, Amorietta, for doing a great job tonight.
Yeah, great job too.
Thanks. And thanks to Wolfman 2000, our restreamer, did a great job on short notice, considering he's also kind of threading the needle in some regards, having to juggle so many things at once. So be sure to give him a follow if you haven't already. He did a great job.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah. Thanks for the commentary, guys.
All right.
Thanks for the commentary and the feature. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.